your bestie from SD, and we're actually leaving SD to go to Vancouver Island for a little vacay getaway. As you can see, it's definitely gloomy and a lot different from San Diego, but first order of business is the Arc'teryx store, because your girl needed a rain jacket, and so she bought one.
And almost convinced Nate to get one, but you know, he's a responsible man. We are now on our way to the Swanson ferry terminal to go to Nanaimo, and I'm really excited to dive into more of the rice rolls because it smells good. I'm excited to go on this ferry, and then once we reach Nanaimo, then it's time to get more dinner, more food, and then it's a 2.5-hour drive. We are going on the ferry. It's time! Oh, okay, he's doing the thing. We are going on the boat.
We are farmers.
Are we on the boat yet?
No, not yet.
Ooh, we're going into the boat. Yay! I think their Asian snack aisle is. Oh my gosh! They ripped off a piece of cookie and threw on the cookie.
Have you ever had a cookie? Yeah, I don't understand what it is. I mean, I get the croissant part. Where's the cookie part? Or is it mostly croissant?
It's like you bite into it and it's like croissant, but then at the very bottom, it's like that crispiness of the cookie.
Oh, like the bottom layer?
Mm-hmm.
Nate and I are headed towards our first hike of the day, which is located right in the middle between Yuki and Tofino. Hopefully my fellow hikers can relate to this, but I always just wear my socks in the car, and then when we get to the trailhead, that's when I start putting on my hiking boots, just because you gotta let the dogs breathe. If you're looking for an easy trail and also something super fun to do, regardless of who you bring with on a trip, the Rainforest Trail is your girl. In total it was 1.6 miles, and it was a pretty flat trail filled with boardwalk and really easy to follow navigation. After a long, chaotic day of traveling yesterday, it was just so nice to be surrounded by all the trees and being in such a serene environment. I don't know about y'all, but after a day in nature, don't you just feel super rejuvenated and super relaxed? Because I definitely was after this hike alone, and I know we still have a day full of hiking. It was super cute to see Nate take in all the sights too, especially because it was his first time in a PNW rainforest. And even though there were stairs and it looks a little wet, it wasn't really slippery at all, but I always recommend to still wear the proper gear. After doing Loop A, we are now currently on Loop B. I would say Loop B is pretty much flat. It's definitely a little bit more narrow than Loop A, but still very doable to do. I also forgot to mention that we were the only ones on this hike, and we went around 9:30 a.m. Because this hike is kind of narrow in some parts, I can't imagine what it would be like on a crowded day.
Banana slug.
This loop is looping. This loop is definitely looping. On the way to Tofino and go to Big Daddy's Fish Fry to get some fried fish and soup and vibes. Looks like we're gonna live here when we retire. Right, babe? Oh my god.
Careful, it's like very full and spilling out.
Okay.
On your spoon.
Okay, that's okay. It's okay. Thank you. And holy. Dude.
It's so like fresh.
It's like,
And the batter is like light.
it's not like super oily, which I love.
It's really light. It's more like panko oriented.
And it's really soft, like you said. Dang, look at this soup, guys. It's like, look at how big the clam is. They did not skimp out on clam. There's onions, there's shrimp. Dude, this, well, enough yapping. I'm about to eat this.
What is this? Bread?
Mm.
Like crispy bread?
We are now starting our second hike of the day at Tonquin Park, which is located at the top of Tofino. This hike was a bit more crowded than the Rainforest Loop, but still manageable. In total, this was 2.3 miles with a 318 feet elevation gain, most likely from the stairs. The sun started to show up for us, which I was super excited about. And as we were making our way to the beach, it was just nice to take in a different type of beach than what we're used to. And I love seeing all the dogs with their owners playing around the beach as well. And now that we're headed towards the trail, we kind of had a hard time finding it, but once we did, it was go time. Maybe it was an us problem that we didn't find the trailhead so easily, but after we did, it was just smooth sailing after that. The trail was very well maintained and very paved, so it was very easy to just follow where you needed to go next. Of course, we saw another banana slug, which I have never really seen before this trip, so very cool that I saw it too. And it was nice because you got to have little viewpoints that kind of jutted out into the ocean so that you could take a look. It was so pretty. I loved how clear the water was. It wasn't cold really. I mean, it was a little windy, but still very nice to take it in and just sit back, relax, take some photos, and really enjoy the views that this place brings. This place was so beautiful, and I can't. Like, I could sit here all day just staring at this view because something about it is just so peaceful, and it's like your problems just go away, you know? The cool thing about this hike is that it also connects to other trails that lead to other beaches as well. Right now we are walking towards Middle Beach. Please be careful of the rocks. I felt like I almost slipped trying to film myself going over it, but you know what? She's here, she made it, and she made it to this super cool beach that was completely available for us, and it was secluded from the trail, so it wasn't really easy to kind of peek through and see what people were up to. And I was just surprised at how even prettier this beach was compared to the other viewpoints that we've been to. So Nate and I took some time here to explore, take pictures, and really just, of course, take in the serene environment. And I'm still here wishing for a whale to pop up, even though it is not the season, but a girl can dream, right? Highly, highly recommend this hike to do. This was by far our favorite hike just because it had the rainforest and the beach, so you get a little bit of everything.
The rock? I mean, like when we get up to the rock. Oh, are these considered tide pools? Wow, I love that the sun came out for us.
Hey besties, I regret to inform you that I still have not seen a whale. I'm pretty upset, dude.
Okay.
But again.
Go jump on the log again. Show the people your skills. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And now we're gonna take a pic here. Take a pic, take a pic, take a pic.
Oh, wait. Are they taking a pic? I don't know, dude. Wait, they're filming a TikTok. That's kind of cute. They're filming a TikTok.
Walking on the road because somebody didn't want to drive. But there's no pedestrian walkway. Experience the Wild Pacific Trail. Ooh. Photographers like to use the leaning trees to like frame their shots. So yeah, like this. And then they frame it.
Like that.
I don't think I did a great job, but you know what I mean. This looks to be a very muddy trail, but that's fine because that's why we're here.
to hike in the rain and discover the Pacific Northwest. I look like a little egg, but look at the power of the jacket. I assure you, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just trying to show you the magic of the water beating on the jacket. It is so cool. Okay, got a little party going on. How does this work? You just get washed up on shore?
I think so. I mean, there's trees.
Or is it like
No.
from there?
There's big trees over, see on like the edges over there, and then eventually water gets to them and it falls, and then it probably broke and then washed up, and somehow.
I think it's that one, the super sandy one. But then there's another sandy one over there too. I still would like to see a whale if the ocean would like to pop the whale out for me.
You don't need to hold it for, no, you just around us.
It is up there. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, this is starting to make sense a little bit.
Good at any moment, probably.
Well, if you're good, then maybe we shouldn't go all the way then.
I said I'm open, like.
Okay. Nice. Crikey, mate. We're traveling through the jungle. Do we take this way or do we take that way? Okay, I say we go this way. I don't know where that one leads. We're already like up here. We gotta keep going. Yay! We hiked this much. That it's worth keeping climbing up.
So we can go a little bit further back.
And she ain't cute, but she does the job. So now that we had some siesta time, which is very important on vacations, by the way, we are siesta girlies because honestly, staying out all day, yes, you maximize your time here, your money's worth, and everything of that sort, but nobody got the time for that, let alone the energy for that. So please schedule in your siesta times. We have our 6:30 reservation at Nori, a sushi restaurant here that is highly rated in Nanaimo. I'm very excited because every time we're in the PNW, getting seafood is a must. Nori was super adorable inside, but it was loud and cramped. Their menu was extensive, but we decided to be easy and just get their chef's raft to try a little bit of everything. The raft came with a miso soup, tsunamono salad, 2 aburi sushi rolls, which were kind of like squared box sushis, and then of course the chef's choice sashimi and nigiri sushi.
Wild salmon, taco, 2-piece alma ebi, 2-piece wild salmon, 2-piece tuna, 2-piece ebi nigiri.
Perfect.
You guys want those prawn heads deep fried in the middle there?
Yes please, thank you. Y'all hear how loud that restaurant was? Yeah, that was my experience the entire time. Their miso soup was bomb. It was balanced, it wasn't super salty, and it had a lot of tofu, which most places skimp out on. I didn't really care for the sunamono salad just because it didn't have much of a taste to me. I just liked the fact that it came with noodles and it was cold, so it was a vibe. After the apps, we want to try the sashimi first, and oh my gosh, their sashimi was a 10 out of 10. Nate and I each had a piece, and there wasn't one we didn't like. I remember their wild salmon sashimi being so good that it melted in my mouth. When it was time to get into the fried sweet shrimp heads, it was so good, and I always love it when they have sweet shrimp in season because not only do you get to try the sashimi, but they also fry their literal heads to make literal shrimp chips. Thought the raft was the perfect amount for both of us, especially after a day of hiking and traveling. Pretty much entered a food coma after this dinner though.